What's up, you beautiful people, and welcome to yet another Brandon Bicasso video. We're out here on a beautiful, beautiful day, enjoying the weather, and I hope you guys are enjoying your day as well. But I want to talk to you guys about a few things that I think that Indian decided to get cheap on when they designed this bike. Now, for starters, I want to mention that the things that I'm going to mention that are cheap, I think Indian decided to make these things cheap because they felt that these are the things that people are going to change out as soon as they get the bike, or one of the few things that they will change out on the bike because everything else is done so well. They figure, hey, let's leave this up to the people that buy the bike because they may want to change this and customize it. Because if you didn't know, the Indian Scout Bobber, or really the Indian Scout line in its entirety, is a very customizable platform. And Indian is competing with the Harley Sportster, and they're basically trying to get some of that market. They're doing a really good job, and I think the Indian Scout Bobber is a very good step in the right direction. Now, like I said, for some of these things, I think they went a little cheap on. Of course, the foot peg. I talked about it in the previous video, but I want to mention it in this one as well. The foot peg doesn't have a spring. It kind of just flops around. Everything around here looks super well done. The engine billets, the ignition right here, the ignition cover, the clutch lever, the plate here, everything here looks so good. Even the shift rod, even the kickstand is blacked out. Everything looks so good here, and then you come to this flimsy foot peg and you just, why did they do that? Why? And it's also the same on the other side. It's the same flimsy, everything's blacked out, everything looks super premium, and then you get to this and you're just like, why? So I mean, it's not a deal breaker, but it's just one of those things that when you see the bike on the floor, that's the first impression that you get of the bike. You want it to be like, bam, like, wow, that catches my eye. And then you get to looking at the finer details and things, and you wonder, like, seriously? But next, I want to talk about these clutch levers and the brake levers. Now, again, everything's blacked out, everything looks super premium, and then you get to this right here, and you just wonder, like, seriously? Blacked out, everything's blacked out, and you get here and it's silver. And like I said, this is probably one of those things that Indian figured that you're going to want to change out. And I'm just like, why didn't you guys just black it out? It couldn't have cost that much to make them black chrome. Couldn't have. And also, I want to talk about the brake line and the clutch line. Brake line, steel braided, beautiful. Clutch line, black plastic. Okay. We did get some blacked out stuff with the clutch cable, but if you're gonna do one, pick one, Indian. Steel braided or blacked out. Make them both the same thing. Don't do one then the other. Then you look at it and it's like this weird contrast, different color thing going on. Like, it just looks weird. Next, I want to talk to you guys about the radiator cover. Cheap, just cheap. I'm not gonna probably change mine out. If I find a really awesome looking one, I may change it out, but I just gotta mention it. Looks pretty cheap. My headlight. Now, I bought this bike in October, and I kid you not, I think it was the second day I bought it, I noticed my headlight was crooked. Not the shroud that goes over the headlight. You got the shroud, you got the headlight that's inside of the shroud. The headlight is not entirely centered. It's not centered. So I figured, okay, maybe they just assembled it wrong or something. Maybe it's just my bike. I don't know. Maybe Indian thinks that people are going to change the headlight out. I haven't changed mine out. I know some have changed their headlights out, but majority of us are not going to change our headlight out. And it's crooked. Is it a deal breaker? No, but it's definitely worth mentioning. But yeah, I would like to mention, I absolutely love this bike. Everybody that I ride with, they love the look of the bike. I love the look of the bike, and I'm glad that I bought it. But some of this stuff on the bike is just cheap. Everything on the bike, nothing is perfect. There's always something that you're gonna find that you don't like. But it is what it is, right? But I just want to let you guys know the things that I like about the bike and the things that I don't like about the bike, and the things that I just find just weird about it. Because you're gonna find stuff about it. Indian did a really, really good job on this bike. Even though these are a different color, they feel premium. Even though the clutch lever, the brake line and the clutch cable are not matching, they still perform well. The brakes bite well. The bike shifts fantastic. Even though these aren't spring loaded, they feel fine. They perform well. I haven't had a single issue out of them. This radiator cover, even though it's plastic, it still performs well. It does everything it needs to do. Each one of the pieces of this bike does everything it needs to do, and it's not going to let you down. Also, a bonus tip, and I just figured this out today, and I really never thought about it, but this bike does not have a handlebar lock. Now, if you think, if I'm wrong about this, please let me know in the comments, but I don't think this bike has a steering, not a handlebar lock, a steering column lock, where you lock the steering column with the bike only turning in a circle. I haven't found a steering column lock on this bike. Now, I think somebody commented that was from the UK, said that theirs actually came with it, so the European version does possibly come with one, but I know for sure so far I have not been able to find a steering column lock on this bike. So if you're looking for a bike that has a steering column lock, this one doesn't have it. So I think that's worth mentioning. But what do you guys in the comments think? Do you think that these things that I mentioned are something that Indian could have done better? Also, what about the people that actually own Indian Scouts, and specifically the Indian Scout Barber? What do you guys think? I know I'm nitpicking. You know, I'm not gonna get around that. I'm super nitpicking about everything on the bike. But just let me know what you guys think. I'm really curious, and I like to get the conversation going. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.